All right, it's finally time. We're going to do a review and breakdown of my 2022 Grom, everything I've done to it, my experience of ownership, little tips and tricks on things that I've learned as being a Grom owner here for about a year and a half now. So, bought this brand new from a local dealer here in Phoenix. Got a killer deal before all this craziness, actually right before this craziness started. So got a really good deal. Like I said, 22 Honda Grom. It's the ABS model. Wasn't super concerned about the ABS. I just wanted the color. This blue, I don't know if this shows up in the pictures, but it's got that metallic flake in it. It just really pops. One of my favorite things about this. You don't see a lot of blue Hondas out there, for sure. So, as you can see, a lot of visual stuff done. We'll start with the seat here. This is one of the first things that I had done. This is the stock seat. It was just double stuffed, double diamond stitched, color matched. And of course, there's a plane flying over as I'm trying to do this review. Sorry, guys. I'm keeping it in there. I don't give a shit. Anyway, diamond stitched, locally done. Definitely, oh, so much softer. It's one of my favorite things because I can ride this forever and not have, you know, any kind of problems with my back. Next, I think what I did was the Fender Eliminator. So TST Fender Eliminator, lighting for the license plate and mount, and turn signal and tail light delete. So, well, not tail light delete, but turn signal delete. So integrated tail light here. It's got the turn signals built in. You can actually program it whether you want it to flash or kind of go linear. Also did the delete on the turn signals up here. Went with TST as well on those. Let's see here. Amazon was a huge help. Should almost sponsor this bike. So a lot of the stuff, surprisingly, is Amazon special. So this exhaust right here is actually, this lower pipe is the regular run-of-the-mill $70 Amazon exhaust that you're going to find for the Grom. If you type in 2022 Grom exhaust, it's going to be this one. This is the lower piece. And if it doesn't look familiar, because this is the actual slip-on piece. I mean, everybody's got these. It's the Yoshi look-alike, which are really cool. However, I ordered a GY6 exhaust, which came with this slip-on, and ended up using that instead. I was actually going to put it on that yellow scooter there, but I thought this looked too good, especially with the big bore kit, which we'll get into in a minute. Oh, one of my favorite things now. Let's see here. This bag right here, Amazon, super cheap. I think it was like 12 bucks on Amazon. And it's got a little mount that I've kind of made out of some padded wire. You can see there, and then it's attached under the seat. So it doesn't go anywhere. Just enough storage so I don't have to wear a backpack, anything like that. Let's see here. I debadged the Grom. I think it looks so much cleaner without the Grom lettering and the Honda here. I went with some Pro Taper bars. Definitely still got to get some new levers, but just one of those things I haven't done yet. But the Pro Tapers work really well. Give it a great feel. Definitely changes your seating position a little bit. Let's see here. These side panels, I'm totally spacing on the company's name. It's the same company that makes the belly pan here. And these are just side vents, which I ordered, and these parts right here were a weird blue that didn't really match this, so I completely repainted this and made it match, made it work. I like how it has the little vents here because I have underglow lights that bring the light out through there. Really cool effect. These are just the stock washers. I just rattle canned them. A lot of stuff I've done to this. I've tried to make it look as nice as possible, but for as little expense as possible. This bottom pan was ordered from Amazon as well. It's that same company. I will tell you guys, if you don't have a stock exhaust or the Yoshi exhaust, you are going to have to modify it. This is the third or fourth one that I've gone through. They're not super expensive, but there's a learning curve in cutting it. Even on this one, as you can see, I didn't cut it exactly right. I could have done a little bit better job, and then it's got some melting right here. However, by far my best one so far. I think I got one of the older ones up here. I'll show you exactly what I mean. Look at this bullshit. Yeah, mistakes were definitely made. I took way too much off the top there. But anyway, it gives a good look. It's cheap. So if I go through them every 6 months or so, I have to buy a new one. I'm getting to the point to where I can cut them and get them fitted pretty quickly now, I guess. So moving on, had Vinny wrap my forks black so they're not silver anymore. Kind of wanted to go with black and blue throughout the entire bike. Still work in progress. Went with the Chimera intake here. And also the cover here, just for aesthetic though. Let's see, got some new tires because stock Grom tires are trash. And a new gold chain, nothing special there. See here, cam vent breather, definite must for the 149 kit, which I guess we'll get into now. So I did initially go with the high compression piston, and that blew up. I understand a lot of people are having problems with it, but most people aren't, so don't let that scare you away. Instead of going with another piston though, I just decided to do the 149 kit. So this is the DHM 149 kit. Was it the Katako? If I'm saying it right, I'm probably butchering it. But anyway, it's the 5-row oil cooler, which is 100% must. With this DHM kit, wonderful things. The power, amazing. However, heat is going to be an issue. So anything that you can do to help keep this motor cool, I 100% do it. There's a lot more things that I want to do. Like there's some valve covers that are billet, and they've got some radiator fins on them that, you know, every little bit's going to help. This breather right here is a recent addition that definitely helps. With this kit, not only are you upgrading the jug, I also got the head upgraded. This is ported polished oversized valves. I went full crazy on this thing. It's got a was it PCX 150 injector. Underneath here I actually have the A-Racer Mini X, which I'm learning more and more every day with that. However, it's a fun program, but you can definitely get lost in that. The good thing is DHM has a bass tune, which is almost right on. The only thing is you're gonna have to take some timing out here and there. I've noticed. I live in Phoenix, so I have a lot of temperature issues that I'm dealing with. So people in more moderate climates, you might not have an issue at all. Or people that have access to 93 octane. I only have access to 91 down here. So I actually have to put some additive in my fuel and make sure I fuel it at the house to make sure I get the purest as possible. I have tried running ethanol. Kind of a big pain in the ass for me. This is actually E85 in here, and I actually drained it out of the tank and went back to premium. Not for performance reasons, but it's just not easy to get a hold of that gas out here. And the results weren't honestly that different. The temperatures weren't that different. That's the only thing with this kit that I can say has even remotely been giving me any kind of trouble. I will say that you have to make sure your surfaces are clean. A lot of leaks have happened, and in fact, the first couple of times this was put together, not by myself, but it was put together, and there were leaks at the jug, the lower here. We had leaks here. And then I actually had a leak up here at the head. However, I have since resealed, and so far so good. I am going to get some new gaskets though and redo it. I want to check the cylinder. It's been about 500 miles since I've done this, so I do want to do a tear down. I'm going to put fresh gaskets in it, and I just kind of want to see where it's at. There's no indication anything's going wrong. But now that I've kind of had this motor apart a couple of times, have learned the process, it's actually kind of fun. And I just want to make sure everything's good. I put the kit in at 2,700 miles. I think we're sitting, let's see where we're at here. Yeah, just under 3,400. I got a Halloween ride tonight that is gonna definitely put it over that mark there, but yeah, no complaints, man. So what do I think about owning a Grom for about 1.5 years? I recommend it. If you're into motorcycles at all, I have way more fun on this little bike than I do any of my big bikes here. I mean, don't get me wrong, the FZ here, it's fun, but if you're not careful, it'll definitely kill you. Not so much the FZ here, however, still a respectable bike. Scooters, they're fun, but there's just something about it. It's the perfect size, it's the perfect combination of fun, adventure. I can't tell you, buying a Grom has probably been one of the best things I've ever done. You meet all these groups, they're highly customizable. I've met so many cool people just riding Groms. You go out to eat, they get attention. I mean, especially now. I mean, I'm shooting fire out the bottom or back of this thing, so it's always fun to get the look from the old people. But yeah, guys, get a Grom. And if you're in the Phoenix area, join the Grom squad. Come ride with us. Anyway, this is my review or whatever breakdown of my my Grom. So I hope you guys enjoyed. Peace.